Hey, what's going on, guys? Danny here with you. In this video, we're going to talk about a new pennant pattern that could be forming for Shiba Inu, as well as go over some different price targets. And as always, this video is for educational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. All right, so in yesterday's video, we were right around this area right here. And we were talking about if we did happen to break this trend line, we probably would see a correction a little bit to the downside. So as you see, we did start correcting down here. We did come to our first Fibonacci area that right here at the 0.27. That was right around the 56.96 area, and we came a little bit lower. We did not quite touch the 0.5 area right here, or the 0.50 area right there. And as you see right here, we have been consolidating sideways today into a possible pennant pattern. And this morning, I did not have time to make an uploaded video, but over on my Twitter, I did talk about how, first of all, we were possibly forming a descending triangle right here. So over here on my Twitter, make sure if you have not started following me over on Twitter, make sure you do so. The days that I don't have time to post videos, I will try to do daily updates. So right here, we were talking about how we possibly formed a descending triangle. And of course, we did go over some targets for us. And then we actually, we'll go back over this on the chart, but then it looks like we did form a falling wedge right here. So we actually did give a target. But let's go back over here. And of course, you can follow me, Daniel Wheeler, that is at Only Crypto Cycle. And again, that is at Only Crypto Cycle. All right, so as you can see right here, we did consolidate today. And it looks like we did form a falling wedge pattern, and we did have a breakout. Again, if this fully does play out, we're looking at a target right here around the 65.45 area, somewhere around there. But of course, on the bigger picture, throughout the day, we have been consolidating sideways, and it looks like we have formed another pennant pattern. And right now, I'm kind of 50-50 on this. I'm not sure which direction we're going to break out. We'll go over the RSIs in a second and see if we can have a better clue of which direction we might go. But let's go ahead and grab some targets for us. All right, so we can go from the top of our pennant pattern right here and bring it down here to the bottom. All right, and if we happen to have a bullish breakout, we'll bring this somewhere maybe right around this area. All right, so if we do break out of here, of course, this is our Fibonacci that we drew the other day. This is still the same because we're still within the same levels. First target we're going to want to look for, this would be a little bit above this area, but we're going to be looking for our first target on the Fibonacci. That is the 0.27 area. That is around 7160. And if we do go a little bit higher, then that'll be around the 7260 area, somewhere around there. And of course, if we do get above that and can consolidate, then our next target above that would be our 0.618. And that is over here at the 7439 area, right around there. All right, and then vice versa, if we do happen to have a bearish breakout out of here, let's go ahead and get our target for down here. All right, so if we come somewhere around here, then that would put us right back down here on our trend line that we did have the other day. So this goes all the way back to our previous support from the other day, all the way over here, as you see. All right, drag this back out. All right, so of course, that would put us right back down here. So our target would be, again, right around our trend line down here. That is right around the 74, excuse me, 44.18, so 44.18 to 43.76 area, right in this area right there. All right, and also a little bit bigger picture. Let's go over here to the hourly chart. All right, and see right here, if we do happen to break down, what I would be looking for right here, again, if this is only if we do have a bearish breakdown and come down here to retest this area. Of course, we would want to hold this trend line right here, and that would be actually our third or fourth touch. We have one touch right here. This would be our second touch, and about two more touches over there. So about 3 or 4 touches on the trend line. And again, on a trend line, in order for it to be a true trend line, you want to have at least 3 touches on there. But again, if we do happen to break bearish, come down here, what we could actually see is potentially would be forming yet another larger pattern right here. So we could just extend this all the way down right here. And you can see that would actually be a much larger descending triangle. So that is very interesting as well. But we'll see how that plays out if this does break out bearish. All right, but let's go over here and see. All All right, so again, just a shorter time frame as well. Let me zoom in a little bit. And again, still we have not touched our 0.5 right here on the Fibonacci. Now that is around the, let's see, right around this 5430 area, right around here. The next level down would be these 0.618. Of course, we still could come down here and not fully have this pattern right here. We could not have our target fully play out, but generally if we do break out of there, generally our target does get met. But again, if we don't hit that target, then we could look at these two levels, potentially get a bounce and then head up from there as well. All right, so let's go over here to our 15-minute chart again. All right, and as we talked about before a little bit a second ago, this actually still could be a very large descending triangle. We're just still getting ready to break out. But again, it could be a large descending triangle. Let's go over here and check out our RSIs. All right, so currently on the 15-minute chart, our RSI is, as you can see, consolidating into this wedge pattern right here as well. So we do have a wedge pattern right there. And currently our stochastic is coming down a little bit, but we do have a little bit of a hook right here. About another hour or so, we will see this play out. So we'll know a better direction which way we're heading. And I can make a tweet then and kind of give us an idea of where we're heading when I do see it start breaking out. Again, we do have a little bit of a hook right here, but on the 15-minute chart, of course, if we break any of these trend lines, we will be looking to go to the downside, and that would more or less determine which direction we're heading to see what target we could be heading towards. All right, over here on our hourly chart. All right, our RSI currently is sitting around the 50 area. The stochastic has come all the way back down. We did get a bounce right here, and we're heading back up this direction. So we have all this room to work with, which is good to see on the longer time frame. So that's one bullish sign as well. All right, over here on our 4-hourly chart, our RSI is sitting right around the 48 area. And our stochastic is starting to point up a little bit to the upside right here. So that's a good sign. We hopefully will get a bounce up here and maybe break bullish out of this pattern that we are forming. And over here on our daily chart, our RSI currently is sitting around the 56 area. Stochastic is still starting to point upward. Again, it's been about the same for the last couple of days, but next couple of days, sorry about that. Let me get back to the daily. Next couple of days, we should hopefully start seeing our next bull run start. All right, let me head back to the hourly chart. All right, so actually the more I look at this, the more I believe this could actually still be a descending triangle. All right, so we'll just draw this down here. All right, so long term, this could be a potentially a descending triangle. And of course, we are in a very strong uptrend, and our RSIs are starting to look fairly good. So I believe more than likely we should have a break to the upside. And this would be a very large, good run starting for us. And we can actually grab a target for us as well. Since we actually did come down here yesterday and actually hit the bottom of the trend line, let's just go ahead and grab a target for us. So come from the top all the way down to the bottom right here. All right, and we'll pick a breakout area. So we'll start right here. If we happen to break out around this area, then again, that would actually put us on our long-term time frame, all the way from our low that we had right here, all the way to our local high that we had a couple weeks ago. Our target would be right around the 0.27 area. That lines up fairly nice right there. That is around the 10,354 area. And of course, when we do break that, we will be looking to the upside again for the 12,467 area. All right, so in our daily chart, as we just went over, our RSI and our stochastic are looking really good. So I do believe we are setting up for a very nice bull run here in the next couple of days. We'll see how this does play out, but I believe we're heading towards a very nice bull run. And let me check one more thing. All right, and let me go from right here to right here. All right, another potential pattern that could play out. If we do happen to come down here, and actually we could actually come down here and maybe even come down here and get a bounce off here. And this would actually form a pennant pattern, which we could get the same target as well. But if we do happen to get another touch here, that would be the third touch. That's our 2 touches right there, and our touch down here. So this would be our third touch. So this could actually be a pennant pattern forming as well. Let's go ahead and grab a target for that as well. So go from the top down here. And again, if this happens to turn out to be a pennant pattern, we'll grab this and come out to our breakout area. So anywhere around here, and that would give us a pretty general target right around the 0.27 area. That's our target that we're going to be wanting to be looking for. That is a 10,354 area again. Again, that is all pure speculation at this moment. We'll see how this does play out, and of course, we will update. We'll go over updates on every video. But again, make sure you do like and subscribe, and as always, please make sure that you do join me over at our Twitter. Again, that is at @OnlyCryptoCycle, and I will be doing updates on there as well. And as always, again, please make sure you do like and subscribe, and I appreciate all you guys that are subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, thanks. Have a good evening and take care.